begin to arrive here in this moment. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're up to, just beginning to arrive with all that you've been through, all that you are up to, all that you are doing. Begin to arrive here in this moment. And just to let you know, I won't be reading in the comments because I'm going into a channeling space. So it just won't be possible. So if you're here, you are called to these feminine practices. And so I'll put this here. If you can be with us, amazing. And stay as long as you can. So just finding your breath. Closing your eyes if you can. And just finding your way to that breath. And I know it's Friday. It's been quite a week. Since that black moon, the second new moon of July. All right, good. And I'm just waiting to feel the arrival, the drop in. So, Mother, wants us to remind us that we need to make space for our creations. We need to make space in our physical life. We need to make space in our bodies. We need to make space in all of our bodies, in our emotional body, in our physical body, in our mental body, in our minds. We need to make space. Many of us were on the doing train. Do. I have to do the things to have the life that I want. The feminine asks us to switch it. First, focus on being, connecting to the power that you are, and then get into the doing. But first, we have to focus on the being. First, we have to make space and make room for our creations. Time, space, again, emotional space, physical space. Now, there's something in your heart, in your womb, that wants to be created. This desire that you have to create something physical out in this world. The first place that you need to start making space is actually inside of yourself. It's in here. I was just burning some white sage, but I think I need some sweetness here. So making space in your body is not about losing weight. Making space in your body is about creating, is about embodying, that's better, the fullness of this vision. Like if this vision or this creation happened and it was alive in the world, how big would it be? It would be kind of big, right? Do you inhabit that space right now? So go ahead again and close your eyes. need my little tool. Closing your eyes. And finding that place in your heart that is calling you towards a vision or a creation, project, a way to show up in the world. So tuning into that, understanding that the things that we want don't always show up the way that we envision them. And that's okay, right? This is part of the feminine, is creating in the unknown, right? And trusting that this creation, as you walk this path, will begin to open up. But again, it all starts in here. So tuning into that vision, tuning into that creation, tuning into that life that you want, that you desire. And then placing your hands there on your body. This vision lives in your body. Where does it live? And if you're having trouble tuning into that, that's a good indicator that you need some work in embodiment, which is okay. There's nothing wrong here. And go ahead and begin to breathe into that space. Notice that this physical body is also a space to inhabit. Are you inhabiting that space, the physical body space? And let's just imagine that you are. For the sake of this exercise, you are fully embodying your physical body, right? So feeling your body, and this is from my friend Angie Love. She likes to tell us to love our body, sending love to your body, sending love to that space that holds your creation. And just saying, hi, see you there. And whether you know it or not, or you're present to it or not, this vision, this creation has been building inside of you for quite some time. Has been building inside of you like a baby in your womb. You know, a baby, I like to use the example of birth because it's so perfect to model feminine creation, is that your body knows what to do. And when a woman is pregnant or when she is gestating this creation, and just by the way, this is also genderless. We could do this as a man, as a woman, or if you're somewhere in between that spectrum, you still have access to this creative power. So I want to say that. But when a woman is gestating a baby, she's not thinking about if, 3 months in, that today she needs to build an ear. She needs to build her nose. She needs to build a spinal column. All of that happens. So right now, you have this vision, you have this creation that it has been building inside of you. It's gestating, but now it needs some more space. And this is actually where I want to teach from today, is becoming the space and embodying the space, the actual space, not just your physical body, but the space that your vision needs to grow. There is a space, an energetic space. So if you were to just tune in and ask to be seen the space. How big does the space need to be for your vision to grow? For some of you, it's going to be just outside of your fingertips. You know, there's your auric space, your energetic space. For some of you, it's going to be maybe as big as this room that you're sitting in, or as big as the house that you're in. And for some of you that have real big visions, those burning desires, that space is way bigger than that. So no judgments, just tuning into the space. How big is this vision, this creation that you are building inside of you? How much space does it need? So I guarantee that you are not inhabiting the space. You are not embodying the space that you need for your vision to grow. So continue to tune in. And actually, the first thing that we're going to do before we even attempt to fill ourselves in the space is we need to go down. We need to get connected. So taking some nice deep breaths, breathing in and out. And on that exhale, really letting it out. Like it's Friday morning. It's been crazy. I know I've been working a lot. I've been doing these lives. It's 9 a.m. Here, I see that Jemima's on and, it's Emma Mencey's on. It's 6 p.m. there. But feeling into your body, breathing in, allowing yourself to drop on the exhale. And the exhale is like, oh my God, I let go, right? I let go. Whatever you're dealing with right now, moving it out of the way. Breathing in. Letting go. And maybe that might signal some tension in your shoulders. Breathing in. One more time. We're going to breathe in. I want you to scrunch up your shoulders. Scrunch it. Hold. Tense up. And let go. And see if you can release the tension in your body. Good. Now I want you to imagine yourself having roots like a tree that grow down into the ground, down past the foundation of your building, down into the ground, into the dark, rich, deep earth. And at the same time as those roots grow down, you also have this, you can feel spirit with you. You feel the spirit with you. And this doesn't have to be religious, but there is something higher connecting to that spirit and allowing those roots to grow. Allowing those roots to grow down past the rocks and the stones, down past the creepy crawlies, down past the rivers of magma. Don't forget to breathe. And just noticing that you're connected in both ways, we're beginning to open that channel because we need the mother and we need the father. We need them both. The global turn on. We have the rod that goes into the bowl. That is the masculine, the Holy Father. That is the mother. Moving down. Down past the magma, the layers of magma. And letting those roots grow out and like finding that a place where they feel so grounded and into that earth. Good. So our connections need that feminine and the masculine support before we even start to inhabit the space of our vision of our creation. All right, so from here, just imagining this rod moving down your central channel, down into the core of the earth, up into the universe, up into spirit, connecting to the spirit. Okay, now check back in. Check back into that creation and that space that is needed. And keep remembering to breathe. Good. Okay. So now we're going to do some exercises, and I want you to practice. This is a practice. Okay. Not everyone's going to get there, especially if you have a big space. I want you to practice filling up this space with your vital life force energy, right? Your prana. Okay. You're going to breathe in. And now this time on the inhale, you're going to breathe in. You're going to see how far you can get into inhabiting that space. Good. How far did you get? Now this is a practice here. And we're going to do this 3 times. So on the first breath, and then just see how far you can get. But I don't want you to force it, and I don't want you to push it. Like, allow it to be easy. Allow the ease to be there. So you're breathing in. Expanding, 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 expanding. Hold it. And let it go. And see how far your energy comes back in. There's an ebb and a flow. All right. Now breathing in. Expanding, expanding, opening your heart to the power of this creation. Expanding, expanding, and let it out. Oh, and you might notice that your body needs to move a little bit, and you can go ahead and do that. I immediately notice my sacrum and my spine activated. My shoulders feel a little tense. So I'm noticing the more I get embodied, the more I can feel my body, right? Okay, good. We're going to try this one more time. Breathing in. Expanding, expanding, and holding that space. Holding, put your arms up, put your hands up. Holding that space. And you can allow that exhale, but keep the space open. Holding that space open. You're all doing great. Amazing. Opening, space open. You're training your body here. You're training your body to know. Okay, and then see if you can hold it. And I'm going to read you a teaching. This is something that came through. And I'm not the first person to say this, but this was clear. Okay, sit in the frequency of what you are creating. It isn't about doing anything yet. When there is so much to do, it is easy to get jumbled up in the brain. And when you are doing things and not taking time to feed your spirit and your soul. It is time to use the force of nature to shake things up. So just presencing into that space that you are inhabiting and just checking in. What's different about it? Letting that creation and vision Just begin to move around the space. Like, what would it be like if it had room to grow? It had room to grow. So many times we just keep ourselves in these boxes. But what we really need is we need some flow, we need some freedom, we need some space to express, to allow that vision and creation, that baby to gestate. And all you need to do is trust the frequency of what you are creating. This is beautiful. Thank you for going there with me. Practicing this embodiment, creating the space is so necessary. It's so not what we think of how to create a vision, but this really is the beginning of your creation, is allowing it to have some space and taking the time to make space for your creations, like giving it conscious time. Okay, I don't want to leave you there, so I want you to come back and just coming back to your body. And if you want to stay out there and it felt really good to inhabit that space, like practice your day. Like, what would it look like for you to just inhabit a bigger space? Just take more space. And we're going to continue. We're about to close things up. So I want you to just consciously bring yourself back and just feeling into your body again, coming back into this present moment, this Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. So what would it be like for you to make the time and space to be the space for your creations? Olivia, I so needed to be in the spaciousness with you this morning. Thank you, dear sister. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the space. Like, this is actually what we need. We need to create spaciousness, especially right now. We don't need jumbled up lives, especially if we're out. We're out to cause something in our lives. We're out to create. So this is from my program, Descend. And Descend is this invitation to create more space for the things that you are creating. Like, for instance, a project, a vision, a creation, even a baby, if you're pregnant right now. This is a conversation that wants to be had by the feminine. It's Wednesdays from 12 to 1 p.m. And then there's practices that you take in to your life and you actually put them into action in your project. And then we have energetic embodiment practices similar to what you just learned, to support you. So we start next Wednesday. I would love for you to join us. I'm going to keep coming on here and giving you value, whether or not you join. But it's $297, which is kind of a steal. And I also have scholarships. Like, if you live somewhere where $297 is like a lot of money, come talk to me. And all I know is this needs to happen, and you need to happen. Your creations need to happen. And so I want to create the time and space, feminine-centered teachings, creating in a container, energy and embodiment practices. Yeah, that's what we're up to. So with that, I am complete. I hope you all have a fabulous Friday. And Tell me what you got out of this. If you experienced something you've never experienced before, or what you saw for yourself in doing this embodiment practice. And I hope to see you in Descend. We start on next Wednesday. So get in touch with me. Bye.